Welcome to our latest update on the ongoing war in Ukraine from the War Insider. The main news from Ukraine on the morning of January 30th, 800 Russians were killed in the past day. Russians continue to advance in Donbasses. Video of the consequences of the Ukrainian military strikes on a bridge in Melitopol in the Ilovaisk railway station. Residential areas in Kherson are being hit by Russians. There are casualties. But before that, let's discuss the changes in the military map of Ukraine for the day. The enemy continues to carry out offensive actions in the Lyman, Bakhmut, Avdiivsk, and Novopavlovsk directions. On other directions, it is defended on previously occupied fronts. At the border with Belarus, no changes. At the Svartov direction, positional battles continue. Bakhmut segment enemy is attacking Sako and Von Teddy, Red Hill, and eastern part of Bakhmut. Battles continue west of Kleshevka. Avdiivsk segment, no changes. The situation in Mariinka and Ugeldar is complicated but controlled. Zaporizhzhia segment, no changes. Tavria segment, no changes. The enemy carried out 24 shellings from rocket systems during these days, including in residential areas near the line of contact. There are wounded and casualties among the civilian population. Defense Forces Aviation carried out a strike on the enemy's anti-aircraft missile complex and 2 strikes on areas of enemy concentration, weapons and military equipment during the day. The rocket troops and artillery units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces hit 2 enemy radar stations and an ammunition depot. The bridge under Melitopol was destroyed by HIMARS missiles, reports the Russian media. This bridge was one of the main supply routes for the occupiers. The Ukrainian side does not comment on this incident. Explosions were heard at the railway station in temporarily occupied Ilovaisk, Donetsk region, last night. The Russian media published video of the aftermath of the night attack. It is reported that the railway depot has been damaged. Ilovaisk railway hub plays a key role for the occupiers. It has been the delivery route for weapons and personnel from the territory of the Russian Federation since 2014. The city of Kherson is under heavy artillery fire by Russian forces. The regional administration reports that the enemy is shooting at residential areas of the city. 3 people have been killed and 6 wounded due to the shelling. 2 men and 1 woman have died. The Russian side has also been reported to have shelled a clinical hospital in Kherson, injuring 2 people, a nurse and a canteen worker. Both women received moderate injuries. Since September, the Russian Federation is reintroducing mandatory military training in schools and universities. British intelligence believes that this initiative by the country's leadership is evidence of the militarization of society. This will take place within the subject foundations of life safety. Children will be taught to use automatic weapons, hand grenades, and personal protective equipment. These initiatives highlight the increasingly militarized atmosphere in Russia during the war, and also likely intentional recall of the Soviet Union. Similar training was mandatory in schools until 1993, explained the British Ministry of Defense. The Wagner Group lost over 4,100 mercenaries killed and more than 10,000 wounded from late November to early December in Bakhmut, according to the War Studies Institute. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, since January, Russian paratroopers have been deployed in Bakhmut. American war experts noted that larger Russian efforts against Bakhmut are likely to have not reached a climax. This is all the news for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. We'll be back with more updates and information tomorrow. Thanks for watching.